resta solo Tevez al limite dell'area, fa fuori tutti, Tevez, si apre la porta, Tevez, gol, da dietro, Pirlo dentro,
Hey Juventini, welcome back to the All Juve Cast channel, where of course it's all Juve all the time, and this is another live watch along. Okay, we've got live reactions from Juventus versus Venezia. All right, so good morning, everybody. Yes, it is a little after 3 a.m. for me right now, and just getting ready, and they're just doing the warm-up shows and the pre-match day everything. We're gonna get into lineups and everything, and we're seeing something that a lot of Juventini have wanted for quite some time, and that's getting a start for Miretti. And right on cue, I got Deepak coming in here saying, Miretti, let's go. We're going to get the full lineups, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about Miretti and my thoughts, and I hope to hear some of yours as well. Okay, so right out of the gate here, I'm going to give you the full rundown on the lineup. And let's see here. So really, it's as anticipated. Okay, so the lineup that we projected yesterday when we did our match day live show is pretty much the same. The only change, of course, being the start for the youngster Miretti. So you're gonna have Szczesny in goal, Danilo, Bonucci, De Ligt, Pellegrini across the back line, with Bernardeschi, Zaccaria, Miretti, Rabiot across the middle, with Vlahovic and Morata up top. So the only one that didn't end up seeing starting lineup out of what was projected initially is Paulo Dybala. So Paulo Dybala, the one that's not going to be in there, and Miretti's making his debut. So now, without further ado, let's talk about the youngster Miretti and what to expect and everything like that. So here's my thought process on this, as you hear a lot of discussions out there in the Twitterverse about the youngster getting his start, and a lot of Juventini just saying, look, we do have to be patient, but what if he has a bad start? What is this? Listen to me. It is going to be a win-win scenario regardless of how Miretti does today. Okay, so if he does bad, at least now he's had that test and he knows what's required, and he could start to work to get back there. But if he doesn't have this test at all, he'll never know, and we'll always have question marks, right? So it's a win-win regardless. People just have to be patient and see what happens. But for me, it's a win-win regardless of how the youngster does. That said, I don't anticipate any problems, and I actually think he'll do just fine. That's my personal opinion. Now, I'm going to say good morning to some more Juventini out here joining me mid-ET, but let's calm down. Exactly. Let's just relax and see how the youngster does and enjoy it for what it is. It's the youngster getting the test that we all need to see so that we can start answering some questions. Archie, what's up, Al? A little after 5 for you, a little after 3 for me, but I love doing these live reactions and watch alongs, and I'm glad you're all joining me. Like the video while you're here. Bobby, no dormire, watch along. I had no sleep. That's right. Watch along time. Ciao, Bob. Lucci's getting ready. Get the W. Yes. We got to get this victory. Let's go. So who's this Allegri clone? Because a real Allegri hates youngsters. I'm loving this new Allegri clone. Hashtag faith in the youth. Let's go. So Wavchi saying if he plays bad, we just need to have his back and encourage him. That's exactly what it is. You can't have it always. We can't be wanting to have a great youth system like the work that Cherubini has done, but then never put these guys to the test. So in my personal opinion, the guys that are standing out in the youth system need these tests, and it'll be just fine. It'll just be fine. But there's no way you're going to ever maximize what you have down there if you don't actually do things like this. And this match in general, you have a team that's got 5 losses out of their last 5 matches in Venezia. Okay, you have Juventus that could get the job done here. It's a home game. This would be fine to start Miretti. Okay, the rest of the lineup is pretty strong considering your opponent. Just have a go. You've got injuries to other guys. Have the go. Have them out there. Let's get the job going. Come on, let's get it going. Now, Jeremiah, finally Miretti gets that start. Let's go. So it is big. You could see it, excitement that Moretti's getting his start. Let's go. Now Dell's saying, just hope if Moretti struggles, people will use that to justify Max not including youngsters. That is exactly it. So really, this is the main discussion point going into this match and what everybody's talking about, and that is, of course, Moretti getting this start. This is exactly it. It can't be used either way. If he has a good game, he deserves the praise, but it's a test. And then again, it isn't just the end of the discussion. It isn't just Moretti is fine. He's ready to go because, again, you do factor in the opponent and the fact that it's Venezia, no disrespect to them. But it is a test. And then the next step would be, okay, let's start to try to incorporate him more. Let's see it against a more stern test, right? Stiffer test. So it's not the end of the argument both ways. This is just going to be a step in the right direction for Moretti and his time with Juventus. So we will see what develops here. Simon, cheers from Australia. There you go. Finally, a game in prime time for you guys. I don't know if 3:30 a.m. is prime time for me, but I'm so glad you're joining. And again, reminder, everybody, like the video. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for, but get in there because, of course, all subscribers automatically enter to win the away Vlahovic jersey. So let's go get in there real quick. Just going to remind everybody as well, check out our sponsor, stripedheartsapparel.com, who just dropped some amazing throwback crew necks that are available now. Okay, so these bad boys are absolutely sick. So give them a chance. Go to stripedheartsapparel.com. Check out the rest of the full lineup. A lot of good stuff. Now, let's go. Jeremiah apologizing, missed the pre-match yesterday. It's all good. We had to change the time up, of course, because of this game starting at 3:30 a.m. Had to change it up and do it on a Saturday, no problem. So Allegri fans have their pen and paper ready. Moretti mistakes one. Yes. Everybody will try to push what they believe in some way, shape, or form. But we like to try to cover all angles on the Juve cast. And obviously, some of us sometimes have certain agendas. But the youngster thing, I mean, we've almost got fourth place sealed up. So, I mean, if we're not going to be taking opportunities to test these kids, then it's a real shame and it's a waste. We had opportunities to do so earlier in the season, and we didn't take those opportunities, and that's a shame. It's a shame during normal circumstances. It's a shame, in my opinion, to not take advantage of the great work Cherubini has done with the youth side. So this is probably, I've been saying for a while, the most amount of names that are actually worthy of this test than we've probably ever had at Juventus. So you've got quite a few standouts. You've got some even, Cremonese as Fagioli. Fagioli has been an absolute standout on that side. That team could get Serie A promotion. He might remain there and play there. We talked about that in the match day live yesterday. You've got Rovella, who did great with his time at Genoa, but he did have some injury issues, which is kind of cause for concern that ended up seeing him miss a decent amount of time. But you have Moretti, you have Sule, and De Winter. Nobody really knows what's going on with De Winter. Obviously, in the news leading up to this week, it was said that he was going to not want to remain in the U23 side, and he doesn't want to be a fringe player for the senior side. So we will see what happens. But it's a positive for me to have that many names all ready and willing to get some minutes and actually looking at them to potentially be part of the senior side. So it's good. But if you don't take the opportunities when they come and test these kids, you're just going to have a group of players that you have no idea what they're even worth. And then you just end up seeing them through on loans, potentially just moves. So sometimes you got to test them. You got to see what you have. And if you are able to integrate any of these guys, there's big savings financially in doing so. And it could be the difference in that savings that makes you make a big splash in other areas of the roster when you need to. So there you go. We'll see what develops. So the teams are coming out to the pitch right now, walking out, getting ready for this one. What are we at here? 3:27 roughly. So yes, getting pumped up for this one. I called a 3-0. I want to know from everybody in the live right now. Get your predictions in here. I have the prediction list from the show yesterday. We actually had 2 participants from the live show that are going to have a chance at winning a Striped Hearts sticker package. So good luck to everybody. And I've got Omar's and Lucci here, and hopefully I just at least do better than them so I can have bragging rights. But we'll see what happens here. Let's go, Jack coming in here. Let's go, Juve. Good morning from the UK. Good morning, amigo. Let's go. Let's go. Now, Jeremiah saying, how do you feel we are going to play today? High press or another pragmatic approach? I hope we play without fear. To be honest, in this particular match at home against Venezia, a Venezia that's struggled heavily in their last a few outings, 5 matches, 5 losses, I think Juve is going to come out, and I think we are going to take the game to them. I think we're going to go at them very hard. It also has to be recognized that Venezia is right in the middle of a coaching change. So they honestly got rid of their previous manager. They have another manager at the helm for today. This usually, when you get a manager change like that, it can create a bit of a stimulus, sometimes an immediate stimulus where they kind of play up to it. But make no mistake, strength of our team, strength of our lineup against theirs at home with an opportunity to get closer to seal 4th place up, and depending on some other results, could seal up the Champions League spot. I expect a strong performance. I don't know about a full-on high press. I think it'll be a decent press, but I don't think we're going to be allowing them to play, and we definitely shouldn't. So I don't expect us to give up the majority of possession. So let's go with that. YFG dropping his prediction of 4-1 Juventus. I went 3-0. Let's see what happens. Alex joining. Ciao, Alex. Forza Juve, sempre. Let's go. And Jad saying he agrees. Using our youth squad as players next year and shifting some of our debt, which should free up considerable amount on the wage bill. Absolutely. GCL, you wish. 4-0. Let's go. Let's see. Now let's see here. Alex, you look good for a 2 to 3 hour nap. Not bad. What was it? Just before 11 p.m. Yeah, not bad. Thanks, buddy. Jats prediction 2-0 Morata and Vlahovic. Let's go. All right. Let's see what happens. So they're going through the lineups. Venezia is going to be in a 4-3-2-1. So they're going with the Christmas tree formation. One of their best players this season, obviously, ex Juventus property, Mattia Caldara. So everybody remembers Caldara and the big shift, and then obviously Bonucci going back to Milan, and then Caldera being part of that deal. So it's wild. But he's there. I think Molinaro is also a part of Venezia squad. And man, Molinaro brings back some memories of some years that maybe we don't want to remember, but it is what it is. Listen, Doc, good morning. I'm from Italy, and I'm here to improve my English. There you go. I've been seeing more and more popping up from Italy. So thank you for joining. Hopefully you're subscribed. Subscribe, please, and like the video and enjoy. So we have kickoff. Let's go. Juventus in possession here. Throwing a ball right into the mixer already from Danilo there. Oh, cut off. Delict almost looked like it was going to be a foul there, was not. And we continue on here. Reti over to Zaccaria. Now back to Berna, to Danilo. Danilo having it around now. Bonucci over to the side to Delict there. Hard pass, but Delict gets there. It's over on the byline, goes backwards to Bonucci. Danilo's got some space on the right. Bonucci finds him. Let's go. Danilo, long ball to the back post there. Too far for Morata there. So let's go. Juve in possession, moving the ball quickly. That's what I expect. I don't want to see us giving up the possession game to Venezia, and there's no reason we should. So let's see. Zaccaria pushing forward. So it looks like we've got the press going there. Pumped out by the keeper. One in the air from Lucci, but Venezia able to settle it and go back. Ball in control at the midfield here for Venezia. Let's see here. Trying to work up that left byline. Forced to go backwards. Bernardeschi, the one putting pressure on Vlahovic. A little bit of pressure on the keeper. Bernardeschi goes high. Defenders are all up high. Danilo going up aerially for this one. Doesn't get it. Venezia coming up the left byline. Looking for options. Trying to cross it in. Easy ball straight through to Szczesny. So let's see here. Miretti over to Zaccaria. Zaccaria drops it back. Oh, sorry. That was Rabiot to Zaccaria now. Miretti, the one hanging back. Zaccaria and Rabiot obviously going to be the ones that are pushing forward. So this will be interesting to see. Miretti's got someone draped all over him. Ball over the top. Vlahovic battling for it. Oh, Zaccaria comes in and hammers that thing. Slices it wide, though. Yeah, Zaccaria definitely early on getting very involved higher up the pitch there. And, he stepped into this one nicely. Vlahovic would have got it into it as well there. So you'd have to think maybe Vlahovic might have affected Zaccaria's approach there. But I like this. Let's keep her going. Ball out for Juventus throw. Fans looking a little lively there today at the stadium. That's nice to see. I still say we got to correct what's going on with the curva there. Nice ball into Bernardeschi there from Miretti. Oh, Bernardeschi and Zaccaria getting a little too tight there. Kind of getting in each other's way a few times here involving Zaccaria. One with Vlahovic and the other with Bernardeschi. Oh, look at this. Rabiot. Oh, Rabiot with a great run, picking up a loose ball. And just gets cut out at the end with the last defender. Oh, a little hit there off the bar. Pellegrini with a nice rip. 3 minutes and 30 seconds in there, and we got a couple good rips here. One from Zaccaria that goes wide, but this one from Luca Pellegrini chests it down and hammers the thing. Look at this hit. Oh, keeper almost overdove, and the ball just went straight. Oh, warning shot there from Juve. Let's go. Keep it going. All right, goal kick to Venezia. We're at 4 minutes, and Pellegrini with just a rip there. Let's go. Who had him scoring a goal in this one? Oh, wires crossed there at the back between De Ligt and Danilo. Ball goes out for Venezia throw. Aramu walking away from it. I'm pretty sure Aramu was the damn guy that scored in the last outing between these sides. We had a 1-1 draw. Pretty sure it was him. Let's go. Morata. Oh, Rabiot. Pressure on him. Able to head back to De Ligt. Miretti has both the forwards very, very close to him as he drops back to be an outlet for the defenders. But again, players draped on him. Not able to find that space to accept. Bonucci over to Danilo. Danilo with a ball over the top. Bernardeschi running onto it. Get in there. Oh, he makes the cut. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Look kind of soft, though, to get the call, but I'll have to get a better look at it. Oh, great challenge in there from Rabiot. Miretti on the ball now. Look at that. Cool and calm on it. Looking for his options. Oh, questionable ball there from Rabiot, but Bernardeschi does well. Gets the call on that one. Still lobbying for that PK. I got to get a better look at it. Initially, it looks like a little bit of contact, but it looked like I don't know if it was enough to get that PK call, though. Oh, man. So, cuts in. Yeah. It's enough. It's enough. Interesting. Thoughts, everybody? Would you call it? I could see it going either way, but there's contact there. He cuts the ball in, but from the front, it looked like Calder might have touched ball first and whatnot, but you're still technically by rules supposed to be in control. So it's a tough one. They are looking at it. So let's see what happens. Play on. No PK. Miretti's going to be over this one. And so is Pellegrini. Miretti's the one that has it going. Back post. Delict header in, and it's goal. Yes. There you have it. Delict with a header and Bonucci on there. 1-0 Juve. Wow. So Anish, who took part in our predictions yesterday, called for a 2-0 victory for Juventus, and he picked a center-back goal in this one. We have a center-back goal for the first one, 1-0 Juve. Let's go, everybody. Hey, props to Miretti on a nice set-piece ball there, back post. Delict, header on, and Bonucci slams it home. The two center-backs. Beautiful, beautiful. And going back to the PK, I agree with you, Lucci. Have seen it before. Let's go. Look at this. Deepak, Bobby, 1-0, 1-0. Let's go. Forza Juve. Come on. Yes. Opportunity to seal fourth. Let's go. This is how you got to do. Get out of the gate start. Let's go. It's also Leo Bonucci's birthday. Okay, so tanti auguri, and he celebrates it with a goal. There you go. Yes, Simon. It's true. Happy birthday, Leo. There you go. And yes, Dels. Miretti with the sweet delivery. Great back post ball on that dead ball. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this banner going, okay? Yes. Didn't have to wait long to get that one in there. Let's chalk one up for the good guys, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. There it is right there. 1-0. All right, so Juve back in possession, ball at the back with Szczesny there. 8 minutes in, 1-0 Juventus. Let's go. Szczesny's scanning, going to try to hit one up to Vlahovic there, shoving the back, and Venezia back in possession there. All right, Zaccaria closing down his man in the middle of the park. Miretti closing down, nicely cut out from Danilo. Bernardeschi in possession now. Finds Danilo up the right side. Miretti's making a little bit of a move there in the middle. Oh, back post. Oh, Morata mishandled that. Looked like it went off his hand, but no call there. Ball drops back to Pellegrini. Oh, Delict stepping up. Look at Delict. Oh, man, Delict out of nowhere with the dribbling. Just didn't get it quite right at the end there. You could see what he was trying to do. He was trying to outlet it right at the end with just a little touch to the outside, but didn't get it. And then tries to even work a little bit of acting magic to get that PK. Love it. Love it. Anish, I was just giving you props on calling a center back header goal. Well done. Well done. All right. 9 minutes, 22 seconds, 1-0 Juventus. And a good amount of pressure from them on Venezia, no matter where they are on the pitch with the ball. A little bit of a foul there on Pellegrini. But it's okay. I like it. Play hard nose, play gritty like that. I've always praised that about Pellegrini's game. I love that he plays in that manner. You have to have some guys that play like that let the other team think. And always have them looking over their shoulder. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let's go. So closing in on 10 minutes here. It's going to be a dead ball for Venezia over on their right flank. They'll be looking to have this delivery in. Juventus is set in the area. Ramu lost his cleat. So he's getting that sorted out right now while we wait. Look at some of the matchups in the area. Zaccaria on Caldara. Oh, he's having it in right now. Over to the back. Cleaned up by Delict. Drops out for a shot, but always going high over Juve's goal. Goal kick to Juventus. All right. So what did we have for some of the halftime calls from our panel yesterday? I had a 1-0 half for Juventus. We had a couple 2-0s from Lucci and Omer. And we had a 2-1 and we had a 1-0. So see what develops here. Venezia in possession. Had Morata down, but he's gotten up now, trying to shake it off. Took a bit of a knock there. Venezia knocking it around the back, heads over to Caldera, over to his partner. Inside, oh, you were trying to cut it out there. Back at the keeper, presses on. They're going to pump it up. There you have it. Delict winning another aerial up top. Oh, Rabiot winning it, but just with the kick over the top. One back by Venezia. Bernardeschi battling in there, trying to get this ball back. Venezia still remains in possession, not really moving a whole bunch, just more trying to secure it and get away from the Juve pressure. Now Bernardeschi will put some pressure on the left back of Venezia. They're being pushed back, always pushed back to the keeper. He will pump it up again. And again, it's going to head over Delict's way. And Delict gets it over to Rabiot. Rabiot sees it out, actually, as it did take a touch off a Venezia player. Pellegrini stepping up to this one. We're just over 12 minutes in. He's going to take the throw in for Juventus. Ooh, Rabiot with a bad pass back to Pellegrini. Put him under. Venezia cut it off. They're coming in quick, but Delict again cuts that one out easily as the ball just basically slammed into his chest. Pellegrini trying to win a foul here, also just protecting the ball, shielding it out the flank. Has it out for throw into Venezia. Couldn't draw the foul there, but good work from Pellegrini nonetheless. Had no real options there other than to try and get it up that line like he did. Venezia eyeing up this throw. He's quite a bit back. He might be looking to send this thing long into the area. Let's see what develops here. And there we have long throw into the middle. Rabiot heads it, but it goes backwards. Caldera heading it down and is cleared out by Juventus. Now Venezia, tries to have back in. Danilo cuts it out again. Oh, here you go. Step up, Rabiot. Rabiot has a lot of space now. He's coming up the pitch. He's looking Morata's way. Morata's on it. Morata's going to have a ball back post, but it's way too close to the keeper, and the keeper cuts it out and throws it out immediately for Venezia, who's going to try to turn up field while Juventus is forward, and that's cut out from Meretti. So Meretti getting over there, winning the challenge, having the ball out off the Venezia player, and it's Juventus throw. So great job from him. We're closing in on 15 minutes. So let's go. Szczesny at the back now. We'll look over to Delict. Pellegrini right next to him. Delict ends up launching it left-footed. Cleared out. Machu. And again, and Bonucci just rips it right back. Oh, Zaccaria stepping up nicely, getting there. Finds Bernardeschi over. Send him. Could have had the ball over in the corner to Zaccaria, who continued his run. Bernardeschi chooses to cut inside and then tries to take a pass over to the far wing. It gets cut off. Delict stepping up again, but his dribbling just fails him at an inopportune time and again is cut out. Bonucci now slows things down, finds Danilo over on the right side. 14 minutes, 37 seconds as we get close to that quarter of an hour. Bonucci slowly scanning into Bernardeschi. Tried to one-touch it there, and Morata was on there, but just didn't quite work out. Launched again. Well up the pitch by Venezia. Ramu in possession. Finds midfielder. They're now moving up the left flank. Juventus in comfortable position right now, though. So Venezia will have to look for some build-up. Moving it around in the middle of the pitch. Now a little bit of pressure from Meretti. Bernardeschi with a little bit. Zaccaria has dropped back. Looking over his shoulder for help from Danilo on the flank. Venezia scanning. Ball's in the middle of the pitch. Still again. Juventus in good position. Ball dropped in. Oh, they get a shot. Good stop from Szczesny there. Oh, that ball. That was a lucky bounce. Again, Aramu playing off that forward. But the stop there. Delict kind of lost his man there for a second. And Rabiot was tight on Aramu, but he was able to still get a shot off there. And it was a good one. But good stop there from Tech. So looked, I think, easier than it actually was. So big stop there. So we have Berna has been poor so far from Jad. I thought that last one was frustrating because there was literally no need to cut in there, and he had Zakaria up the right flank. Just a quick 1-2 with him, or even just sending him, and we would have been off to the races, at least in better position. And then if you're going to carry it in, you've got to make that pass on the far post. You can't let them just cut that out so easily. So, yeah, he's got to pick it up a bit. Pick it up a bit. Good news is it's only 15 minutes. Nowhere to go but up for him. Let's go. I agree with this too as well. From Ilson Daco, we are at almost 10 likes. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Everybody, we got 19 up here on the live. Let's go. 19 likes, maximum likes. Let's go. Pick it up. If you need a reason besides the content and everything and bringing you the action and sharing the live reactions, it's the fact that it's 3:30 in the morning for me, and I'm doing this because I love watching matches with all of you. Let's go. All right. So, birthday boy, goal scorer, Bonucci down, needing a little bit of a minute there to recoup, and he's back in it. And now play is no longer stopped. 17 minutes, 10 seconds in, and we're on the ball. Oh, great play from De Ligt there to take his time there. Oh, ball over the top, trying to touch it in from Vlahovic to Morata. Just doesn't work. Oh, Venezia trying to make this play out in the middle, but quickly closed down from Zakaria and Rabiot. So well done in the middle of the park, getting that ball back. Nice little one touch from Miretti. Miretti's on. He's going to have a goal. Oh, just wide from Miretti. Took a deflection too. Great job from him finding that area. Look at the little one touch, that first little one touch to find Vlahovic there. Oh, man, and then he just stayed in that shooting range. Very, very nice there. Corner kick to Juventus. 18 minutes. Let's go. Let's add a second. Corner kick. Comes in. Back post. Oh, nobody there. De Ligt at the top of the area now. We'll have it out. Zakaria, who's at the back. He's going to go launch it over the top there, missing Miretti, who had a lot of space there. That ball finds him. That's going to be pretty exciting. So goal kick. Venezia quickly has it in, trying to take advantage of Juventus that was still forward after that press and was unable to. Zakaria cleaning things up as he does so well. And Juventus moves up around the right. Now Danilo on the ball. Forward to Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi inside, trying to find Vlahovic. Oh, just couldn't get the touch right and settle that. Bonucci cleans things up at the back now as Venezia tries to make a quick push back to no avail. Juventus cleaning things up very, very nicely and applying a good amount of pressure. Not so much to overload themselves, but enough to get the ball back quickly. But this is a little bit of a fast break, but De Ligt comes back quickly and Rabiot comes back, making a great intervention. Fantastic job. So De Ligt misread one on the play earlier with the ball going behind him, but he quickly regains space due to his pace. And then Rabiot tracking back nicely to cut that ball out. Good work from Zakaria and Rabiot, the two of them, just winning the ball in that midfield right now. So like I said, if we're still missing a little bit, maybe in terms of offense creativity, Zakaria gives you quite a bit offensively, more than I anticipated, but at least they're working extremely well at winning the ball back and doing all of that. So a lot of the grunt work there. So let's go here. Let's check this out. We've got Loving Zakaria from Jad Hair. I thought he was a defensive midfielder when he signed, but his game is far more expansive. I agree. I've been saying this a lot lately on Zakaria. Really, really shocked at just how much more rounded he is as a player. So I fully agree with you, Jad, there. And Lucci agreeing as well. He's been a force. Absolutely. So we're at 20 minutes. It's a corner kick to Juventus. And let's see. Let's add that second, boys. Come on. There it is. Delivery's there. Oh, headed, always going over. Danilo getting to that one. Oh man, Bonucci was pretty choked on that one. Actually, it might have been Bonucci that got to that one. Just didn't hit it right. I think it was Bonucci. Look at this work from the middle of the pitch from Juventus getting to these immediately. That's actually a decent ball put in from Bernardeschi. Just nobody was there to take advantage. Bonucci goes and saves this one from going out and gets it into Danilo. Zaccaria back to Bonucci. Bonucci scanning, finds Delict over on the left side. A lot of space ahead of him, but his teammates are quite a bit away from him as well. Danilo looking inside, looking up the line, trying to hit Bernardeschi. Bernardeschi gets cut out. Venezia now trying to make a move up the pitch, but there's a lot of pressure there from Danilo and Moretti, but they do find a little bit of space to break away, but Juventus quickly tracking back. Aramu has a ball in, cut out by Bonucci, and it's out for Venezia corner kick. 22 minutes, 1-0 Juventus. So Venezia's finding little pockets, but again, there's been a decent amount of pressure from Juventus, and when we just lack that touch, lack that pass that gets cut out, Venezia's finding little pockets to try and counter us based off the pressure that we're applying on them. So something to be a little bit aware of, but I don't think too concerning. I think more of a concern would be being more effective in our passing and cutting out those turnovers. Here's a little bit of space at the top of the area for Venezia. Quickly closed down from Zaccaria. Now they got out to the right flank. They're going to have a cross in. It goes in, headed. Oh, just wide there. So somebody lost their man there. Henry did not miss by much. So Danilo there actually took attention to the player ahead of him who was on Bonucci's right shoulder, and that freed up the free header for Henry there. And luckily for Juventus, it goes wide. Szczesny was not going to be able to get to that one. Oh, bad touch there from Zaccaria, and Venezia able to cut it out, but Delict goes in and cleans it up, and then Rabiot helps him. And there you go. Juventus is off to the races. This is Moretti. Moretti coming up. He's got, oh no, too long. Too long from Moretti. Unfortunately, leading a fast rush, looking for options. His options were flat with the back line, and in the end, he doesn't decide on anything. Vlahovic unable to control that one. Cleared out. Heading out for throw-in, and we're going to have a delayed card given from the ref, and it's going to be Zaccaria on that challenge after the poor touch in the middle of the area there. Middle of the pitch, sorry, not the area. 24 minutes. Yellow card to Zaccaria. Moretti on that one. Oh, man. Moretti, I thought he had a little window to at least try and play off of Vlahovic or try to slot to Vlahovic there and let him go 1v1 with that guy ahead of him. But in the end, and I'm not so sure why he seemingly didn't realize that that Venezia player was so tight to his back and closing in on him. Like, you'd have to think the players would be shouting that and communicating to him like that. But yeah, it seemed very odd that he was caught so nonchalantly on the ball. So I'm not 100% sure what happened there, but probably going to want that fast break back to make obviously a different decision. But it is what it is. Overall, still quite pleased with what I've seen so far. Definitely not hurting us. So let's see, 1-0 Juventus. And Venezia's in possession at the back here. Working the ball around. Ball inside to the middle here. Oh, and again, finding a little pocket now. Moving up the left flank is Venezia. Cutting it inside into the middle of the pitch. My feet has gone completely blurry. Not sure what's going on. Aramu over on the left side. Cross comes in. Trying to get at it. Szczesny easily comes out to get that. as off the head, it just falls right to him. Szczesny's just going to roll it out. We're going to go up the right flank. See Juventus here. Inside. Little ball over in the middle. Nice little pocket there for Juventus. Oh, turn with the ball far too ahead of them. Just got to clean up those turnovers, right? Just got to clean things up a bit. I was saying earlier, I mean, Venezia's finding pockets, which is inevitable when you put a decent amount of pressure, but you just got to be sure with the touches there. Ball played over the top from Venezia. Absolutely nobody there. Will go all the way to Szczesny. He'll just have it a touch up to Danilo. Bonucci going back into position. Scanning. Probably going to end up going back over to the right side, but right now we're just taking a look at some of the fans being lively there and pass a little too far ahead, and Venezia is going to cut out again. So Venezia back in possession now, trying to flip the ball through the middle. They do find it after a couple bounces. Going over to the right flank, cutting in inside to their target man, back into the midfield. Scanning and scanning and scanning. Middle of the area, over to the right side again. Just trying to buy enough time to fill the area, and then you think they're going to probably try to just throw one in the mixer. A little bit of space at the top of the area, working 1-2, trying to set up a shot. Space getting closed down quickly. Juventus at the back here, trying to work its way out, popping it over to the top on the left side here. Morata does well to earn that throw in for Juventus. Very, very well worked there on the side. They're trying to save that. So Lucci coming in here has to get his comments in on our tour. I've seen 27 minutes of Moretti, and I can tell you he's already better than Artur. All right. Dell's with a great point. Zach could have got a red there. Zachary could have got a red on that challenge there. It's yeah, gotta be in somewhat control. A little bit reckless there, but we'll see. This feed going blurry is driving me absolutely bonkers here. Might have to try and sort this, everybody. Venezia working it out to the side here. Back to their defenders. Yeah. Just again, a little bit of control, not really going anywhere. Not dangerously anyways. Trying to work these 1-2s. That one's worked again and way too far ahead. So it'll be out for Juventus goal kick. All right. DAZN, you got to figure out your feed. Let's go here. So, El Sindaco asking Lucci, what do you think about Fagioli? Also about his mentality. In my opinion, he's already ready for us. Remembering last year versus Spal. Wow. Big shout. Big shout saying that Fagioli's already ready for Juventus and the senior side. I'm not 100% there just yet. And I think if Cremonese does get the Serie A promotion, let's wait and see. That would be a prime spot for him to remain and get those Serie A minutes. Maybe make the loan the half the season just in case he does do well and you could pull him back in January. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? So working the ball over to the side here. Juventus working up the right flank. Again, looking for space. Ooh, almost a suicide ball there, but Juve finds their way out, and now we'll have space up the left flank. But still scanning slowly, taking their time, moving the ball forward up here. Everybody, I might have to take a quick little reboot here on this feed if it doesn't smarten up because it's just so blurry. It's driving me nuts. How come hey, it's back. We're cooking. How come all of these apps and all of these, football programs, like I hear nothing but issues with Paramount Plus and their coverage. I hear nothing but issues with like all of them, and even DAZN here with like just the feeds being brutal and cutting out, and then you've got matches you're watching and the quality of the feed is like blurry and it's just brutal. 30 minutes. 46 seconds. Venezia trying to work its way forward. Oh, good ball in from Bonucci. Oh, Morata. Oh, Morata. Back post it. Oh, man. Gotta think he's going for goal there. Doesn't miss by much. And Vlahovic on the follow through on the far post just couldn't direct it into goal because it was so deep. Oh, yeah. Morata's hidden that. And Vlahovic is just too deep to turn that thing towards goal. And he's livid at himself. Look at Vlahovic there, just losing it, wanting to direct that into goal. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough ask. So if he's being hard on himself for that one, I don't know. I didn't think he'd be able to from that position. So that's just the kind of guy he is. We're starting to really, really see what he's all about and just how much he puts on himself and this win at all cost mentality. I actually love it. So let's see. Venezia again in possession here. Let's go. So Tonino just speaking to me, basically saying that also watching on Paramount feed in Italian, very odd. Fortunately, understand. Where are Dre and Bonetti? Omer, funny enough, when Dybala and Cuadrado don't play, we don't get stuck on the right. Both flanks working equally today. That is a great, great point to highlight, Omar. It definitely feels that way. Like there's a little bit of a shift, a little bit of a balance. I speak a lot about a lot of our guys too in general that just play in the exact same manner. And I mean, I said for a few games there, when you've got Cuadrado and you have the ball on the right side, it's a major problem because they just it just doesn't work. Both guys want to play with the ball to feet, and both guys being on one flank leaves your game predictable and dead because everybody knows where that ball's going, and it's very, very easy to set up to stop that. So, yeah, definitely seeing that without them, it's an even spread. It's an even spread between flanks. Still, I think a little bit more right side dominated, but we'll try to find some numbers on that. I think I probably can. I will be giving you guys some stat lines as well as we go through this match. Let's take a look here. So let's take a peek here and see what we've got for some stats right now. I'm trying to find the possession-based one that will show you percentages of field and area used. But let's get into the basics. Right now, as it stands, Juventus has had 49% possession, 7 attempts, 1 on target, to Venezia's 4 attempts, 1 on target. So, and it's 1-0 Juventus after Bonucci's opener 7 minutes in. Venezia in control here. So the pressure has slowed down from Juventus. So not as intense as we saw from the beginning. It has backed off a bit, and that has allowed the possession to pick up for Venezia. And Venezia, oh yeah, he took a solid arm to the bridge of the nose there for the Venezia player. He's leaking. Oh yeah, 34 minutes, 35 seconds in. We're gonna take a little bit of a breather. He's bloodied up, bloody nose from Bernardeschi's left arm. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. All right. So far, let's take a look if we can see some of our ratings. So right now, across the middle of the pitch, if you're going to look at it as 3, Bernardeschi sitting at a 6.5 rating, Zaccaria 6.6, Rabiot 6.9, 6.7 from Pellegrini, and 7.2 from Mr. Moretti. This is according to SofaScore. So, you know, that's their rating system so far. Across the back, they're all sitting pretty. 7 for Danilo, 7.6 for Bonucci, 7.6 for De Ligt. Up top, not enough coming from Alvaro and Vlahovic. So we got to get these guys involved a little bit more. Need to find them a little more. Not been involved as much as we would like. But the midfielders are definitely making themselves available. We saw Moretti playing off of Vlahovic, giving himself an opportunity to have a good goal there. We had Zakaria stepping into multiple scenarios. We even had De Ligt stepping up and showing some decent dribbling prowess, only to get stopped by the last defender in a couple scenarios. So De Ligt's been doing that more as of late. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but he's been stepping up into play quite a bit lately and getting up the pitch and quite involved in and around the opposition's area. It's great to see. I love that drive. And again, only good can come from it. That guy stepping up, it just means somebody's going to have to move to him and should eventually get that space freed up for a mid or forward. So, yeah, but look, keep eyes on De Ligt. He's been doing that a lot. We just need it to work out for him. So, inside, Bernardeschi, over to the side to Rabiot. Rabiot stepping up. He's going to have a cross in, back post, looking for Vlahovic, who heads it, and it just doesn't get it right, goes wide. It does look like it went off Venezia player out for Juventus corner kick. Decent ball from Rabiot there, throwing it towards the back. So Vaca Jr. has to leave for Venezia, and they had to use a sub there after eating that bow from Bernardeschi. And Simon would say De Ligt for number 10 next year. There you go. There you go. Hey, while we're at it, what do you guys think about Chiesa getting that number 10 next season? I said leave it vacant for a bit, but, I see the marketing ploy from it and them wanting to do it. But I just think, let's leave it vacant for a bit and let's get it. And if he's going to be the guy, let him get it naturally. But there are quite a few Juventini that say they don't see him as the number 10. And I thought that was interesting. Headed in from De Ligt on that corner kick, but it was blocked by Venezia and cleaned up at the back from Danilo. Goes back to Zakaria, who has all the way back to Szczesny, so that Juventus can get back into their positions after that corner kick. Now we'll go up the side. Moretti slowly moving up the pitch, having it to the back to Danilo. And again, Juve just waiting to get into positions as Bonucci comes back, accepts the ball, and this will allow Danilo to free back up over to the right. Danilo inside to Moretti, back to Danilo, inside to Zakaria. Zakaria looking back, has it all the way back to Szczesny. Bonucci will drop to be an option. Szczesny cuts it inside. Oh, beautifully done. Finding Pellegrini over to Rabiot. Rabiot, man on his back, works his way out beautifully. But again, the touch lets him down. It's these turnovers, guys. We got to stop the turnovers. He did everything right except to lose it at the worst possible moment where they could actually turn it. And here they go. They're going to have it in, and that one's blocked by Rabiot. Yeah, just got to clean up the turnovers. So we're closing in on 40 minutes here, just over 39, and 1-0. It looked like by the start, after you get one in 7 minutes, and the amount of pressure that Juve was putting on, that we could have multiple goals in this first half. But again, the pressure did seem to back off probably around that 25-minute mark. Still, Juventus looks the better of the sides. Bernardeschi getting that clearance all wrong. Ball's a mile up, headed back right to Danilo. So poor decision there from Venezia's part. And now Vlahovic trying to turn his man, trying to work hard there. Oh, it takes a foul there as he battles, trying to win that ball back. Almost had that defender turned earlier on in the sequence, but didn't quite fall for him. So we're right about 40 minutes here, closing in on the half. 1-0 Juventus. So far, it's good. It's nothing crazy. The pressure was decent. It was never over the top. We got some chances to score. We did find one on that corner. Arguably could have been that PK for Bernardeschi too. But a couple decent chances. Pellegrini absolutely ringing one off the crossbar. And yeah, it's there. It's there for us. But now we've backed off a bit. Venezia has grown a bit. Not really dangerous. Venezia still very, very toothless. But we're allowing them to grow again. So it's one of those things. Now, Sindaco. Number 10, absolutely for Mr. Allegri. Ortomus. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. All right. So up to 20. Let's go. Better be 20 likes on this. Let's go. 41 minutes in. Juventus 1, Venezia 0. Venezia just going to pound it up the pitch here. Bonucci closing in on his man there. Lobbying for the throw to Juventus. Doesn't get it. Eats the ball. Throws it back. Gives himself time to get into position. Veteran stuff there. Veteran stuff there and Serie A stuff. Let's go. Venezia, again, in possession. At the back. Knocking it about in the middle. Sliding it to the outside. Zaccheria applying pressure. Bernardeschi now applying pressure over on the flank. They will cut back into the middle and continue to scan. Ramu on this. Working it around. Venezia again. Can't help but feel it'll always be working it around until they can get it deep enough to then allow their guys to enter the area and then probably just try and have one in the mixer. Rinse and repeat. So Aramu now coming up again, getting over to the flank. They're still yet to apply players into that area, working it around. Inside. So Venezia, when they do gain a step or two, Juventus doing exceptionally well at closing it down quickly, okay, and trying to get that ball back. So, but right now, can't seem to just get that ball back. Zaccheria closing in on his man, blocks that cross coming in, and then again, just an awful decision from Venezia. My word, let's put these guys under. This is brutal. Brutal decision there from Venezia, but hey, I'll take it. So goal kick to Juventus. Bonucci popping over the top, looking Vlahovic's way. Vlahovic, had to give it up there. And Zaccheria passed way too hard for his intended target. He had players all over him. Looks a little frustrated in himself. Here comes Venezia trying to hold up through Henry and Delict all over him there. Looks like it goes out for Juventus throw, and it does. Great pressure there from Delict. 44 minutes. Closing in on 44 minutes. Almost at the half. It's 1-0 Juventus. Man, that start was so promising. I thought we were going to see a bunch of goals. And yeah, it's let up a bit. You have Venezia again trying to work it through at the back here. Pop through from Rabiot again, intervening on a play and winning the ball for Juventus. Headed back to Szczesny from Bonucci. Rabiot's cleanup game has been fantastic in this one, and Vlahovic does well to settle that and then get it in Juve's feet. And Moretti switches field, pops it up over to the opposite flank to Delict, gets it out of trouble there. And now we've got Delict on it, inside to Zaccheria. Danilo on it. Bonucci over to Delict. Scanning. Big gap once Delict has it. Pellegrini is already out wide on the last line of defense. It looks like it's by design, but it's taken away an outlet for him. Ooh, deal with that one, Moretti, and he does. Oh, nice ball inside to Vlahovic. Trying to tee up a shot. Oh, could be a foul there. Looked like a lazy foot thrown in there. And now foul on Luca Pellegrini. Gets a yellow too. He's all fired up. Wouldn't mind seeing that one again. So we have passed the 45-minute mark. 2 minutes extra time. And Moretti finding Vlahovic's feet there immediately with him trying to turn his defender there. It looked like just a foot thrown in there with nothing on the ball. I got to see this again here. Trip up. It's soft, but I mean, he's throwing feet in there and not much of a play. He might have just got ball on that angle. Yeah, tough one, tough one. Could have been seen a little bit soft if it's called. But man, Dushan, just let it rip, man. Let it rip. Ooh, Bernardeschi's selling one there. Henry down for Venezia. Bernardeschi selling one. Yeah, we're getting close to halftime. These guys needing a little bit of a breather. We got some. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, you're fine, Henry. It's good. Okay. Gotta think play's going to be whistled down pretty quick here as we're closing in on 47 minutes. Juve just knocking it about at the back. Over on the right side. Going back to Panucci. Over to Delict. Again, probably going to get blown dead pretty quick. Ball over the top here. Great job from Vlahovic there. Wins the free kick. So we'll have an opportunity to take this. I'd send everybody, throw them in the mixer, and see if you can get another one before the half here. Yeah, if they're going to let you take it, put everybody in there and have a good delivery. Panucci shouting orders there. This will probably be the last sequence. You got Luca Pellegrini and Miretti over this dead ball. Nesto, nice half from Miretti. Yeah, very clean half. Here's the dead ball. It's in there. Panucci go to, oh, falls to the back to Vlahovic. Oh, man. Ooh, Vlahovic. I don't know. He's trying to settle that one. Well, we got halftime, everybody. So halftime in this one, it's 1-0 Juventus. Okay, we're gonna go through the stats and everything. We're actually, yes, I think gonna be joined as well by Anthony. There he is.
What's going on? What's going on?
See a very special tea today.
That's what Venezia is.
That's what we think of Venezia. There
They
you
stink. They
beautiful,
stink.
beautiful stuff.
New microphone. How does it sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Didn't have
No
time
problem.
to test
No
new
problem.
technology.
So we have this match. We have Miretti getting a start. I thought a very clean half from the youngster. Very, very clean half. We definitely saw two different Juves within one half of football. It definitely died down in terms of the pressure and the intensity. Probably around the 25th to 27th minute kind of died down. We allowed Venezia, kind of growing it. We're still the more dangerous of the sides. For the most part, Venezia very, very toothless because, as your shirt says, they stink. So we got to be realistic here. They had one free header where Danilo seemed to get wires crossed with Bonucci. That was probably the closest they came. Aramu had a decent attempt. Szczesny made a good save. It looked easier than it was. That was a good stop from Szczesny. Overall, this first half, 48% possession from Juventus. I think it needs to be higher against a team that's got 5 straight losses. That is definitely surrendering quality. I still say we shouldn't knock down that pressure that we had at the start of the game. So I'll get the rest of the stats and then we'll kind of get your thoughts on that half. And we got 49% possession. We talked about 9 attempts for Juventus, 1 on target, 4 attempts for Venezia, 1 on target. And in terms of some of the player ratings, said Miretti and Rabiot lead the middle of the pitch, 7.3 and 7.2. Zacharia's taken some hits on his ratings, and I think it's just I think it's just some of those turnovers and whatnot, so that are hurting him. But he's doing great in terms of work rate and winning the ball back. Him and Rabiot both doing great on that front. So is Danilo. The back line so far on ratings 7.2, 7.7, 7.6. So Danilo being at 7.2, obviously Bonucci with the goal 7.7, Delict at 7.6. The forwards both at 6.7. We need to get Vlahovic and Morata going in this one. The play seemingly hasn't really taken to those guys. Vlahovic off in a couple scenarios, though. He seems a little bit, I shouldn't say sluggish, but it looks like the decision-making isn't as quick as it needs to be, maybe. And I think it's just because the play isn't going to him often enough. So when he does get it, he's just not up to the speed, maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Ed?
Strikers at that level can get kind of frustrated. Like when you know you're not getting the ball very much, when you do get it, you're trying to do probably sometimes too much when you do get your opportunities. So could be a bit of that. Could be a bit of last game or the game before where Allegri was saying he has to sort of tone it down a little bit, not play with so much aggression. Think maybe maybe that pendulum has swung too far to the other side. He's not, he's lost some of his aggression. He's trying to do what Max wants him to do. Big E here also mentioned, maybe I think he's talking about Vlahovic having frustration. I don't know if he's talking about him having frustration with Vlahovic, but again, I just think the team's just stuck in second gear. Like they scored the goal. Hasn't been a great half, hasn't been a terrible half. They're just stuck, right? And the good thing is you're playing Venezia, who just absolutely is rotten. They're a rotten team, but you gave them 2 good chances. And I'm going to have to check what the draw stat line is on betting here.
We got a lot of thoughts in here on Moretti. For the most part, Juventini are happy. I think we need to be happy with that half from Moretti. I saw a comment about his positioning not being up to snuff, but I don't necessarily agree with that. He even gotten an opportunity to have that shot that was deflected that just went wide. He was playing off of Vlahovic. He was looking for the right targets. He had one slip up that I couldn't quite figure out what happened on a fast break opportunity where he was leading it right up the middle of the pitch. Might have had the opportunity to play to Vlahovic and didn't. And then it was very strange that he was caught up by a defender and almost like he didn't know that defender was there. So that part was kind of weird. Maybe just a communication thing amongst the other players. But overall, I think we have to be very, very happy in Moretti's performance. I talked about this before the game started. I want to get your thoughts, Ant, of course. I said, no matter how this kid does, this is a win-win scenario because he has to be through this test to know what's required and what the next step is. So even if he does bad, it's good because now he knows what he needs to work on, what he needs to do in order to get back there. If it goes well, great. Now he's ready for the next test, which is a stiffer opponent. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, you're going to get both sides, and I'm going to try and stay right in the middle on this one because you're going to get both sides saying, well, one's going to say, look, we should have been playing him all year. Where was he? The other side is going to say, listen, it's Venezia, so let's just pump the brakes a little bit. This is a big step up from where he's playing. Like, don't kid yourselves. He's used to playing against, 20-year-olds? The aggression, the speed, the timing, and the precision that's needed from where he's used to playing to where he's playing now is a massive jump. So, and he's going to do it for most likely 90 minutes or the better part of 70 to 90 minutes. So let's just pump the brakes. Good half so far. Definitely need to see him in games moving forward, like you said, against stiffer opponents, because I think next we have Lazio. Or is it Genoa? Anyways, one of the two. But yes, he definitely needs to come in, show what he has. I think he's proving the Moretti Hive fans correct so far. So, and as Juventini as a whole, you have to be happy. You have to be happy that he might pan out. Let's just one step at a time. It is Venezia, but so far so good.
I want to remind everybody, please like the video while you're here. Okay, it makes a big difference. Let's try and get maximum likes. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Obviously, all subscribers automatically enter to win the away Vlahovic jersey. Okay, and check out the sponsor, stripedheartsbarrel.com, who just dropped these beauties. Okay, these crew necks are absolutely sick. Obviously, throwbacks to the great jerseys, the classics, back with the Danone sponsor and the Fast Web sponsor. Now, in terms of Moretti, look, it's I get what you're saying, and you're right in terms of you can have people going on both extremes, but in terms of assessing the performance, it's the little things. Like his progressions are very good. He's calm on it. His touch is good, and I liked how when we were in trouble, he didn't waste any time to switch field, and he was looking to just switch field, get it out, and get comfortable and reset. I like that he's not forcing anything, too. So it's definitely a good look. But again, this is just one of those first tests. There will be more tests along down the way. So far, it's good. That's great. So that just means he's got a lot less to work on than some might have thought. So Moretti, he looks good to me. He looks good. Now, in terms of this game, we had 2-1 for halftime predictions, 1-0. That was from me. 1-0 from Anish. We're tied on that one. 2-0, 2-0 from Omer and Lucci.
Yeah,
we had
stinks.
some 4-0 from Lucci full time. Let's see what goes on. And how do you think the second half's going to go? Do you see us bagging a couple, or do you think it's going to be tight the rest of the way? What are you thinking?
Well, I usually go by where the gambling lines are going. A draw is plus 800. So, they've had Venezia's had two chances. The one wasn't far off. That header was fairly close.
Oh yeah.
I just worry if they get one, what the team's going to do. I think a 2-0 final is probably the right scoreline. I think they're going to bag one more and then just completely drop it into first gear.
Yeah. So Anish reminding us of his 2-0 full time. I said 3-0, and I stand behind that. I think we'll get a couple. I think we'll get one, probably. I think we'll do it the same as we did the first half. I think we're going to come out stronger, obviously, than we finished the first half. I think we'll find one, and then I think we'll probably add a late one, probably through a substitute or something. So, yeah, this is kind of the same old that we've come to see from Juventus. Just shifting in and out of this intensity and that drive, right? And it's you could see it all over the comments in the live chat, and definitely just it's frustrating. You said it too, stuck in second gear, it just never able to smell that blood and just put the teams truly under. While having said that, let's get to some of the key points in this game. So obviously the goal that we did get came from a great set piece by Moretti. Moretti puts a good ball back post. De Ligt gets to it, and then Bonucci directs it in a goal. Great opening goal, 7 minutes in. Right before that, play on Bernardeschi. I said could have gone either way. It looked somewhat soft, but you could easily see it called, and you have easily seen them called before because it was a little bit clumsy. Could have got that PK. Pellegrini had a great rip, hitting that crossbar off a big drive from probably about 25 out. That was a great hit. That could have gone in as well. We talked about Moretti's opportunity there, and then we talked about Morata. Morata had an opportunity. He decided to drive the ball further and then take his hit, just missing back post. There's opportunities there. There's going to be opportunities for Juventus to put this thing away. Overall, outside of the couple opportunities for Venezia, this is why I think Juve is going to seal it in the second half. I don't see a draw coming or anything like that. We're still the better of the opportunities. I think a lot of this is the same, though, in terms of Juve really needs to clean up the turnovers. You agree?
Yeah, and that's where being stuck in second gear, you get lazy, and you just lackadaisical passes and challenges as well, like that Zakaria one. If his heel is not grazing that grass and it's a little bit higher with his studs, we're already down a man. So
Yeah.
I thought Pellegrini's harsh yellow was a little bit harsh. Like that was, there was the potential PK on Vlahovic on the other way, which I thought was a good tackle. There's not really much there when they reviewed it a bunch of times. The defender got a good foot in there just in time.
I had to wait till I saw the one angle to truly see him get that ball. And then I was like, okay, yeah, that'd be pretty soft. But the Bernardeschi one, I think, could have been called. But we got a goal on the set piece right after anyways. Yeah. But that Vlahovic one, after seeing the one angle where the defender did get ball, yeah, it would have been pretty soft. Vlahovic, so Vlahovic, I think we just got to get him going. We got to find a way to get his confidence up, get his rhythm up. Because for me, he still seems to be just second guessing moments and scenarios. That right towards the end of that half, that ball that fell from him. Did you expect volley? I expected volley.
Yeah, just kind of. I think he was in between thought processes, like, oh shoot, I should have hit this first time. And then when he tries to settle it, when you're in the box there, that's going to get closed down pretty quick. So I think he just kind of got caught between two ideas, and that's just just both of them turned out to be bad ideas.
I think there's some growth there that still needs to take place. We got to remember he's still a pretty young guy and whatnot, but and whether or not this system, the style that we play, really, really suits him, it's night and day to what he came from. We got to remember that, and there's just going to be some growing pains. You could talk about players, you could talk about service and what's going on around him. But ultimately, there are moments where he's just got to pick it up, and I expect a little bit more. Some could say I'm being harsh, whatnot, but I think I'm expecting a little bit more out of Vlahovic. That's just me. But what do you think?
I see some comments here about, maybe we shouldn't have paid so much for him. Like, let's just listen. He's the man. I wouldn't
turn back the deal.
No.
I'm not saying turn back the deal, but I definitely would be lying if I didn't say I'd expect a little bit more in certain scenarios.
Sure. I think that's fair, but
yeah,
I'd do that deal 3 times over if I had to. So
it is what it is. Like and that's again just showing the extremes in criticisms and thoughts and whatnot and opinions, but it is a lot of money. It was a lot of money. Yeah. But if you're going to go out there and I don't know, I still say, like, I'm with you, Anth, on this one 100%. I make that deal every single damn time.
So you're expecting more.
But I'm expecting more, and not only just from him, but Max, the team, like you got to maximize having this guy around. Like you've got to put him in the positions to succeed. And I don't think for the amount that we have this guy with back to goal, that's the best approach with Vlahovic.
No, it's not his game. We say it all the time. It's not his game.
Yeah. So there's definitely some work to do from team, manager, and Vlahovic. But the second half's getting ready to kick off. I think we're going to see a couple goals here from Juve, seal this deal and everything. Great, promising first half from Moretti. That was great to see. I hope everybody's enjoying that, because we've been calling for it for so long. And Max threw us all for a loop there and had it going. And now we get to see it, and it's working out good so far. So Venezia making a change there. But I expect Juve to come out hard in the second half like they did at the beginning of the first, and hopefully bag one. And then we might see the same let up and then get into it and try and seal this thing again. Quick reminder, everybody, like the video while you're here. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We're getting ready for second half kickoff.
Let me know when yours
done, and one step closer to sealing the deal in this top 4 spots. That is obviously the main goal. And then we could see probably a lot more Moretti once we get that thing sealed. And then he'll get even more tests. Anth, are you sticking around?
Oh yeah, let me know when yours. Let me know when yours kicks off, because I think I'm about 5 seconds.
Kicked off right now.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
We got 4, a long ball from Venezia.
5,
and it's going to go out for a goal kick for Juventus.
I'm about 6 seconds behind you.
That's a big gap.
That's a big gap, buddy. That's a big gap.
So
Yeah.
second half just started. Let's go, Juventini. Let's go. Let's see Juve seal the deal here. Long ball up forward, looking Vlahovic's way. He settles it. Oh, tries to play it outside, but the pass too soft. Defender tries to go around Pellegrini. Oh, battling very, very hard. Gets a step on him. Ooh, but just pops that one and it's over the bar. A little unfortunate there. Yeah, Pellegrini got muscled off of that one. 33 is a big dude for Venezia. Holy smokes. Got a little tank outside there. Jeez. Venezia coming up again. Moretti closing in on his man Bonucci with the header out. Bernardeschi playing one inside there, top of the area. Rabiot up to the top to Vlahovic. Rabiot inside to Vlahovic. Now you see Vlahovic dropping deeper. You see that? Try and get in. Ball at feet a little bit easier.
Yeah, and then
Ball from Rabiot back post and nobody attacking him. Morata was in the vicinity. Oh, Vlahovic, get in there. Get tough. Zakaria. Ball to the outside. Morata. Hit. Oh, rebound. Oh. Just couldn't get to that rebound. Here comes Delict. Looks like he's sizing up a hit. He does. Straight at the keeper. Man, that would have been something if Delict just picks upper 90 from there.
That's a good, 30 yards. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Goalie anyways.
Another day at the office for me. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Venezia working it around again. Juve's pressure looks much like where we finished off in the first half. So just content to have Venezia knocking it around there. Good opportunity already. Morata's shot was an easy stop for the keeper. He parried it, but we almost got to that rebound. Moretti quickly working it outside to Morata. Has it back inside. Oh, nice work from Pellegrini there. Moretti, plays a nice ball over to the side there. I'm not sure why there was such a delay from Vlahovic there. Not sure on the delay there. I thought that was a great ball from Moretti.
I don't know if you wanted short.
Leading into a 1v1.
Short, yeah.
Oh, that's a handball there at the top of the area. There was some lobbying for it on that play. We ended up getting opportunity from it, but handball at top, you would want that free kick. Oh, man. So Venezia on it. Their keeper's on it. He's going to pump this one up the pitch. Delict lining up. Goes up. Pellegrini just has it all the way back. Says Bonucci, you can go for a little bit of a run as he passes that one way behind him. Working it up inside Bernardeschi. Scanning. Over to Pellegrini. Inside. And Moretti just working that spot. Nice. Always being that outlet. Bernardeschi tries to fire one. It looked like he was trying to go up to Vlahovic there. Ooh. Moretti with a step there that I don't know if he should have made. Venezia coming up. Awful ball in. Has to be said. And Bonucci.
That's a young man's mistake right there.
Wow. Which one?
The Moretti stepping in.
Stepping up there. Didn't have to, but it's all good. Gets a call there. Working hard. Yeah, that one he did not need to step up on, but, growing pains.
But that's what you want, right? Like you want that player in that position to, like he just drew that foul there. You want him to drive into those gaps.
Yeah.
Right? Draw defenders to him, takes a little bit of pressure off of Vlahovic and all the defenders he's seeing. So
yeah. No, I was talking more when he made that run in the defensive phase. Right. Stepping up, and it was like there was no need, and they just made two quick passes, and they were free.
Yeah, no, basically. I agree with that. But when he just drew the free kick there,
right there, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Him stepping up there and getting involved, no problems with that. It seems to be shifting between, Zakaria and Rabiot for the most part, with Moretti hanging back, but he has made some steps forward, and he's actually he had the shot attempt on the one. He set up Vlahovic for a couple. So, yeah, we got to get him active for sure. Let's see here. Venezia working up left flank again. Very, very slowly from Venezia, and it's been like that even in the first half when we dropped off pressure. They'll just knock it about, eventually getting to a point where they put enough in the area to have a cross. Looking for Henry as
is
the
where you worry
target.
about
Delict throws him around like a child. Gets the call, but that's okay. So what do we got here from him? Does Allegri not recognize that his style of play is disgusting? I mean, no one from his staff can see that. Well, I don't know. I don't really. I've said this for a while. I don't know what to think anymore, especially when some of our players start to make comments about us just not playing good football, and we're not going to be playing good football. We just got to work hard. Yeah, it starts to raise questions and whatnot. But at the end of the day, Max has laid it out. Agnelli has reinforced it. The foundation is being laid for next season, and top 4 finish is the objective. Let's try and win that Coppa Italia too, and then let's try and get there. Then let's try and see what we can develop next season. I do believe next season, depending on how strong the summer is, we should be looking at the Scudetto next season.
I got a minimum.
Definitely in the top 2 contention. Yeah. So we've got to be making a significant step forward, because if we're looking at this from last season to this season, I can say there is an upgrade in terms of players, but I cannot say that there's a big upgrade in terms of the team. So next season, I'm looking to say there's a definite significant upgrade in this team and how we play. And I got to see that next step forward.
Yeah, Max doesn't have any excuses next year.
Yeah.
Not with me, anyways.
Yeah.
I've been making a lot for him this year.
And I mean, it could be even stronger feeling from us, given how strong a summer we put forth, right? If we have a really strong summer, Cherubini and Arriva Bene, then it'll be even less tolerance from some fans. And I think that would be fair, to be honest. But let's see what happens first. This year, let's just make sure we're in Champions League. And let's try and take that Coppa Italia. Like, let's beat one of those teams ahead of us this year.
That would be a good...
that'd be a solid finish.
Good solid finish to propel you into the summer, into next year, right?
Absolutely. All right, so Venezia looking like they're going to take another long throw, get this one in the mixer. Juventus back, ready to defend this. Ivan Morata taking away any high options on cleanup, and there he is, called in. Rabiot winning it. Oh, yeah. Nice ball. He's got Vlahovic. He's 1v1. Oh, he tries to slot it through to Morata. Good look from Vlahovic there. I got to say, good job from Rabiot today. Got to say. He's doing a good job.
Yeah. Some
people might not want to hear. He's doing a good job. He's doing a good job.
Right? Like, he's been playing okay. And I know, I don't know what it is. Maybe he's trying to play to earn his money, or trying to play not to get a reduced salary, but okay. He's
as
not
they show almost a handball there from him in the wall on a free kick, but the 7 mil is still disgusting for even when he's putting in good shifts. Like 7 mil,
that's too much.
Yeah,
I think we all.
But the thing is he's been fine. The problem is that occasionally he has these blackouts, and they cost us. Like he'll just all of a sudden not man mark, and the guy will like put one in or lead to a goal. So it's like this could still change in this game. He'd be on a good performance till we get to that point, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, just cost us. So we see Sandro getting ready, we see Artur getting ready, and we see Dybala getting ready on the sidelines. We're at 55 minutes. Here's a cross in off the corner, cleared out by Venezia. Putting the ball forward, but Pellegrini cleans it up. Oh, takes a foul too. Yellow card for Venezia. There you go.
It doesn't hurt that much when you get clipped like that. Come on, get up.
Sometimes they just sell. 25th minute. Juventus was the first yellow card. I had 23 minutes. Venezia.
Oh man, that's gonna be 2 weeks in a row.
Ooh. I might be just getting on fire. So stat update, everybody, 48% possession. Juventus, 10 attempts with 2 on target. Venezia, 5 attempts, 1 on target. Tight still. In terms of the ratings, Bonucci, still the highest, followed by Delict, followed by Rabiot, then Miretti.
I thought he was gonna make these changes now. I'm like, what?
Oh, there you go. Vlahovic, have a rip. Oh, okay, shot blocked. That's much quicker, much better. Bernardeschi ball deep to Rabiot. Oh, back post. Just too high. Couldn't direct that to goal. Much better. Delict now will have it outside. Yep. Miretti there. Oh, yeah. Showing drawing defender with him. Back post ball way too high. But that'll be still able to be saved. Oh, yeah. Zakaria closing down on his man. Just pumped up by Venezia. Back in Juve's possession. Inside. Miretti scanning all the way over to Pellegrini. A lot of space there.
This is what the game should be.
Yeah.
Right? It shouldn't leave this half.
Well, that's exactly it. And there's even an opportunity there to keep the pressure going through Pellegrini and Bernardeschi that were there on the left side with a ton of space. Bernardeschi's going to hit one just over the bar there, right at the keeper, though. Yeah, there's opportunities to continue to put them under, to smell that blood. And again, Pellegrini was very, very slow there and just happy to go back to Bonucci with it when there's acres of space on the left side there. Miretti switched the field to him, and he had, a ton of space there, but they slowed things down. So Sandro's going to come in for Pellegrini now. He's on a yellow. That's usually the story of his performances. He'll be on a yellow and then have to get taken off. So is what
I thought
it
he played
is.
a good game. Bernardeschi also coming out. He was wincing a little bit when he came out, so maybe that was that made. I don't think potentially Allegri didn't want to make that change that early, but with the yellow and with maybe Bernardeschi picking up a knock,
I think Berna was. I can't say he had a good showing, to be honest. I mean, yeah, there's 58 minutes, 31 touches, 83% passing. Not a whole bunch. He really did. Ground duels, but you want a little bit more out of that spot. I don't know. I thought it was okay. Nothing to write home about. Let's see if Paulo can do something, get something going. Pellegrini, I thought, had a good game, though. He had a good showing for sure.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunate yellow. I think if he doesn't have that yellow, he's still going.
He probably is still playing if he doesn't get that. Like I said, it's kind of like the story of his performances, right?
Yeah.
All right. So again, Venezia in possession at the back, but the pressure's ramping up a little bit there. So again, they just have these 1-2s to try and play, and they've been getting them terribly wrong. And that one is no different. And now Danilo's on it. He's going to switch over to Delict. Back over to Bonucci. A little bit of pressure increasing from Venezia here as we knock it about. And we come out in through the feet of Dybala. Ball over to the side there. Zakaria wins a throw-in. Lets the linesman know how he feels about the first flag raised, which was going the wrong direction.
Mistakes happen.
Absolutely no options right now. Nobody going close for the throw in here.
I meant with the linesman. The mistakes happen.
Yes.
Nope. Flag's got to go the other way. Whoopsies.
Vlahovic just pounds it right to the CB. Awful clearance attempt. Miretti goes up way too early. This is a mess. Got the ball in the front here. Oh. And Venezia allowed to escape there. Coming up the pitch slowly. Cutting in through the middle. Find some space on the right flank. Aramu against Sandro. Plays it behind him. Delict all over his man. Oh, yes. Well done. And Morata earns a foul as he was starting to lead the rush for Juventus, and another yellow card for Venezia there. 60 minutes, 1-0 Juventus.
I think Tech and the team have earned a clean sheet.
We need a couple more goals. We need a couple more goals here, everybody.
I'm more looking for a clean sheet. I think I'd be happy with 1-0. Actually, Venezia do stink. Like, this is an awful football club. Great jerseys.
I need another goal here. Let's get another goal.
A clean sheet for Tech would be well deserved. Oh, is he? Oh, I thought he was pulling out. I thought he was going for a second yellow there, but I guess we took the restart too quickly and the ref didn't like it. He didn't have his stuff back in his pocket. It's like, come on, ref, get your act together. You can't be holding up the whole game for you.
Let's go. Zakari pops it up over the top. You got Dybala running in to shield it and winning the throw-in. Looking to try and take it quick, but not quite. No, just ends up leaving it. Danilo's going to step up and take this one. Oh, man. By the way, the espresso this morning, on point.
No coffee yet for me. Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go in the area. Moretti not trying to take the foul.
The young man saying, was he saying I wasn't trying to draw a PK?
No, he didn't want the foul against him because it was our corner kick.
Yeah.
Because he stuck his foot in. So 62 minutes, corner kick to Juventus. It looks like it is Moretti on it. See if he can add another delivery and we can bag another goal. Let's go. Here we go. Cross in. Back to Delict. Oh, heads it back inside. I tell you what, if that's going to be our new strategy on corner kicks, I'm all over it. Like, look for Delict. Oh, nice cross in from Moretti. Left-footed shot blocked. Nice little feint on the first one to cut over. But yeah, that's a much better strategy. Remember all those short corners we did?
Oh,
like those are the worst. So if now we're going to just look for Delict to have it back into the mixer, I love it.
I've never understood short corners. I don't know if you're trying to draw the player out. I never got
Ali saying these are the games Dybala scores, and let's see if that can come to fruition, my friend.
Who drew a yellow there? Sandro. All right, great. Welcome to the game.
Peretz.
Oh, that's a good tackle.
All right.
Yeah, whoever this number 33 is, he was a bit of a unit.
He's a unit for sure. I saw him barreling down. I was like, holy man, he just tossed Pellegrini like nothing.
Peretz is pumped. He's pumped to get in here.
Okay, let's go. Pressure. There you go. Good pressure from Juventus. Picking it up there. Ball sent over to the left flank. Too far ahead. Yeah, and out for Juventus throw. Danilo over it. Let's see here. And Sandro got booked already, eh?
Yeah, on that foul.
Huh.
Came through the back of the guy.
So, yeah, it's just funny. We took Pellegrini out. He was on a yellow and got one in like 2 minutes.
Yep. Well, to be fair, it was more like 3.
To the back over to Bonucci. Bonucci scanning inside. Rabiot's on this one. Bonucci over to Szczesny. Let's go, Juve. Ramp it up and just seal it. 2's comfortable in this one. Oh, Vlahovic. Awful pass attempt. Cut out. It's just cheap giveaways. Like, just not making a pass.
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating. Does everything right, settling that, and does so well, and then just muffs the pass.
Like that, first of all, the control there off the chest, and then Oh yeah.
Oh, handball on Paulo. Yeah, like you do the hard part, like
just
great,
take the extra touch,
and then you just can't make the damn pass. It's like, what? Venezia with a little ball over the top. Just trying to work off Aramu there. And back inside again. Just no threat from Venezia and a little bit complacent from Juve. A little bit of pressure there from Moretti. And Venezia trying to turn it back real quick here. Coming up the left flank. Cutting inside. Going to have a shot. Well high. Moise Keane getting ready in the funky 90s warm-ups. I'm still picking one up. I like it. Still picking one up. Set it. Do it.
Can't even look at those.
So, what do we say here from the man? We were really screwed up. Can't even score 2 against the bottom teams. This squad needs a serious overhaul. And see, in this match, I think it's just literally our pressure. Like, it's just how we're playing it. It's not that we're not capable of it. We're not playing in a manner that brings it for us. I'm not sure why we've slowed things down so much without the need to. Like, seal it first.
No, UA players trying to figure out where the foul was here.
Again, I'm just this inability to shift into the higher gears is crazy to me. And if we're being serious, in talking about our performances and whatnot, saying that this isn't the first season we've said that we're just unable to shift the gears. Like,
no, it happened last year. It's just last year we had a guy who was scoring 35 goals a season.
So we've got a free kick for Venezia in a very dangerous area. We're at 67 minutes and 30 seconds close to here. And Aramu is over top of this one. Might be Perez next to him. And this is in a very, very good spot for Venezia. Aramu takes it. Oh, Szczesny read that perfectly. He hammers this thing straight onto the back post. And Szczesny was there all over that one.
Yeah, Szczesny didn't even move. He didn't even move in the other way.
Yeah. Corner kick in, and it's awful. Cleared out immediately by Juventus. Back over to the flank. Oh, decent work there, but blocked on the follow-through by Danilo. It's out for Venezia. Throwing deep in Juve territory. Yeah, Aramu just smoked that thing, but Szczesny never went over wall.
Yeah, if Szczesny takes a step to his left, that's a problem. No, he read that the whole way.
Those ones are sketchy because sometimes you don't see it until it's too late as well, right? So if you're anticipating over the wall, that's a problem. So Dell's coming in here saying Venezia are a very poor team. It's damning on Juve that we're struggling this much to put together decent and sustained attacking pressure.
We know.
It's hard to disagree that it's not super frustrating that we're not doing that. Oh my God, Aramu with a volley there off the chest, and that is wow. Yeah, time to get it together, boys. Okay, we're closing in on the 70th minute. It's time to ramp that pressure up. And this is one of the things that's very, very difficult. I've talked about this a lot. We've talked about it on the pods and stuff. When you play in a manner and you're not able to cycle through those gears, when the moments in the match come where you need to, it's very hard to just switch it on like that. So it's very important that you play the matches properly with the right approach. If you want to be comfortable and you want to try to coast, you better make damn sure you're in the position to do just that. We try to do it way too prematurely. Like, we're not in a position in this match to sit and coast, yet we've been doing it since about 27 minutes.
Yeah, it's hard to make excuses. It's hard to say, well, what players are out there, the system. No, this opponent is so bad that it shouldn't. No
Exactly.
excuses. You can't use any excuse against this opponent.
Exactly. I agree with you 100% on that. This is Venezia. If you look across this pitch, there is no reason we need to be played off in terms of possession in a 1-0 scenario. Like, let's go win that ball back, get the pressure going, and let's start sustaining some attack. I remember when I pointed to that one moment earlier where we had a couple attempts. Oh, and there it is. There it is. And there it is. Oh my God. And this is what happened. It's Aramu again. This friggin' guy again.
Like I said, I'm about 5 seconds behind you, so I was already waiting for it.
Oh my God. This is what happens. This is what happens when you invite this pressure and you just allow teams to play. We've been talking about this for so long. You try to go into this mode where you're preserving results or getting results before the result is even comfortable. And then when you try to turn, now Juventus has to turn it up. Can we do it? Can we do it? This is painful. This is painful. Hell of a hit, though. I'll give him credit. Arama, that's a great hit. No chance for Szczesny.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if Szczesny was, he wasn't fooled. It wasn't tipped. That's just a hell of a banger right there.
That's a hell of a hit. It's great. Dell saying spot on. Villarreal experienced just that against Liverpool last week. Sat back so much that when they conceded, they couldn't get back into the game. And that's now this is my concern now is you're forced to turn it up and you haven't turned it up since 27 minutes into this one. Are you going to be able to? Where's the spot you need to attack Venezia? You don't know because you haven't really uncovered that. And as I was saying before that they just hit this goal to go level, you had an opportunity after a couple opportunities that we had. Pellegrini, Miretti switched the field beautifully. And him and Bernardeschi have acres of space on the left side. And their decision was to go back with it. Go back with the ball rather than sustaining pressure and put the team under. This team needs to learn how and when to smell blood and attack. You're trying to preserve results that aren't even in the bag. It's frustrating. This is Venezia. Let's be serious.
I did mention at halftime that the plus 800 bet on a draw wasn't a bad bet. But now if what does Venezia do?
Zakaria, come on, man. That's too obvious. It's just, you guys, a defender's running to his goal line with the ball and you're on his back. There's no need to take a foul there.
And he's already on a yellow.
Lift everybody forward and apply the pressure and just keep them back. They're pinned. Don't give them an easy out by taking a ridiculous foul.
Yeah, see now so if you're Venezia, you're feeling confident. You don't necessarily have to sit back because Juventus hasn't shown anything today that they can come at you.
Yeah.
So
now all of a sudden, the toothless opponent has found an equalizer and they look the stronger of the two sides because we've been in shutdown mode forever. This is a frustrating match.
You kind of want to end this season out. You want to wrap up fourth place nice and easy, but
people weren't kidding when they said that they have lost confidence against any side with this team. That's painful to think about. Here comes Keane on the right side, taking on two, trying to cross it in, out for a corner kick. Miretti's going to go and take it. Come on, we got to find one. Because I'm telling you what, the way we're playing in open play, if we're going to find one, it's going to be through this. Send everybody. Get in there. Bonucci, Delict, Danilo, Vlahovic, Keane. Get in there. Head this thing. Zakaria one times it back in the mixer. Out for another corner. Miretti's over it again. You need a victory, boys. You got to get the 3 points here. Let's go push for this thing. Let's go.
Yeah, you're right. It's hard to crank up a
There
gear
it
when
is.
you're.
Yes. Yes. Bonucci again. Who called the Bonucci brace? Not me. Let's go.
See, that's just like the England goal, right? You got to get in there, got to get it dirty.
Make no mistake. Make no mistake. This just wipes the mud off our faces, but this is not.
This is a Band-Aid over a bullet wound, buddy.
Exactly. Bravo, Bonucci. Bravo, Moretti. That second delivery was great on the corner. His dead balls have been great. Gotta say that. But guys, for the love of God, don't try and preserve this now at 2-1. Like, just could play with the ball. Play with the ball and continue to push them backwards. So is Danilo heading over?
Yeah, who put that back
Bonucci
in?
With the
it went off. I think
it
went off the defender. Or was it Danilo?
Danilo heads it over, and then it looks like Bonucci just got. It looked like the defender hit it to Bonucci's foot and then goes in. Yeah. Regardless, I'm taking it. Look at this. Pre-assists. We're getting into hockey stats now with young Moretti into the pre-assists. I don't do the pre-assist thing for football. Sorry. I like it though. I think it's humorous. In hockey, us being Canadian, we're all about the 2 assists. Okay. 2 assists on hockey goals, but in football, hey, I just been saying he's doing great on set pieces and the delivery of the dead balls. But
he's earned a starting spot for me.
Ali, at this point, I'll take it. I'm with you. At this point, take the 3 points. We need it, but make no mistake, this performance is it sums up our season, to be perfectly honest here. Chat says, can Anthony write a phrase book? He comes out with some absolute.
You should see some of the ones I come up with in the group chat. They are not suitable for live air. So
love it.
I have to write two books.
So 77 minutes, 30 seconds. It is now 2-1 Juventus. Again, another one from Bonucci. And this is, like we said, not the typical performance we would have expected in this one, but we just got to get the job done and get the hell out of this thing.
Keen, stay on your feet, bud. There you go.
Yellow card to Venezia. Dybala doing well. They're absolutely surrounded by defenders.
Man, he's a good player. Man, he's good.
It's crazy, man. It's so good and tight there like that, the dribbling and stuff. But
like, we don't have anybody who does that.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else that can do that.
Not like that with the twisting and the turning and everything. Did Bonucci even touch that? Maybe he didn't.
Was that an own goal? Whatever.
They gave it to Bonucci. Assisted Danilo. So now you have Arthur coming on for Moretti. Great performance by the young guy. Okay, solid performance. Chiellini coming in. So Arthur and Chiellini in, Moretti and Vlahovic out. So we are definitely sealing this one and sitting back.
If there was ever a park in the bus substitution, this is it. Like, what?
Yeah.
So then now you have Keane. Is this a 4-2-3-1 now? With Keane up top by himself?
Yeah, he's going to be all alone back there. And yeah, you're definitely looking to close things out now. So 79th minute, 22 in the face. Deal with it.
Sandra just passed the ball, bud.
Have it out. Poor game from Vlahovic from Dells. Yeah, needs to be better. Bonucci just booming it in Henry's face. There you go. Szczesny taking his sweet time in this, really exploring the area with the ball in his hands, just to toss one way ahead of Chiellini. Pumps it up. Dybala chests it down. Keane settles it. Oh, little ball into Zakaria's path. Oh, just couldn't get that thing to settle. Zakaria's been fighting it all day. His work rate's tremendous, though.
Again, he's a player who I knew nothing about before we got him, and then
Yeah.
he's been, other than that unfortunate injury, I guess he had that hip flexor or whatever it was. He's been consistently consistent,
He's a
right?
beast.
He's been a good player. He's not flashy,
No,
but
he's
you know,
just a beast in terms of
Yeah.
work rate and just like the attitude and everything. Like I love it.
yeah, doesn't complain. He's not a
He's got enough in the offensive phase to be dangerous. His technical ability is what surprises me. When you look at his stature and you look at the way he moves, he's way better technically than I thought. And that surprised me the most. But
he runs exactly like Pogba does. Like he flows, like it's more of like a flow than a run.
Yeah, like
He's
just
like the long strides.
Solid player. Defensively, just an absolute beast. So we've got Dybala and Keane up top now.
De Ligt just loves dumping guys. Loves to dump
almost
guys.
like a 3-5-2 now. De Ligt, Bonucci, and Chiellini.
De Ligt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3-5-2 shaping up. 81st minute, 30 seconds. So let's see. Venezia in possession again, being pushed backwards. Dybala going to apply a little bit of pressure. They switch field over to the right flank. It's going to engage Rabiot, who blocks the initial cross in. He's still out there. They slide the ball to the left. Now Zakaria will engage. Ball over the top. Headed out by Chiellini. Chested down by Dybala. Rabiot working out. Gets a throw in for Juventus. 82 minutes. 2-1 Juventus at this point. Just get me out of here with 3 points. Okay. I did not wake up at 3:30 a.m. to see a draw against Venezia. I promise you that, everybody.
Do you think someone just put on Twitter here? I just saw. I think Rabiot is our best improved player of the year.
Most improved player of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I'm trying to think to last year. I think we saw a lot of downgrades, to be honest. So
it's hard not to say McKennie, because McKennie was on fire before he got injured.
Rabiot, he might be our most improved. He very well might be.
I would have given
Danilo
it to McKennie.
was good last year too, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was going to say maybe Danilo, but he was pretty good last year too. Might be Rabiot. Imagine that.
Poor Lou.
Nobody's going to want to hear it. Sweet Lucifer won't. I'll tell you that. Jeez. He's going to jump off a cliff when he hears that one.
I'll just say Lou's probably going to say McKennie before he got hurt, because McKennie was having a good year. Really good year. And because he's American, Lou's American. Is that a...
Dybala has a go, and it's always high and wide. You know what? When Dybala had the 2015-16 haircut, that was my favorite Dybala. The 21 with that,
like the mohawk,
it was a side parted kind of.
Oh, okay. Oh, that one. Yeah, right. Okay.
That was the best Dybala. That was my favorite Dybala.
I don't know what this haircut is though. It's weird.
Most improved Rugani. That's a great shout.
Oh. It's
hard to say Rugani is not most improved.
Yeah.
I like that actually. Oh, DeShilio. DeShilio's a good shout too. Considering he wasn't with us last year though. Oh, here we go. Ramo in the area trying to cross it in. Out for corner kick to Venezia. 84 minutes, 22 seconds in. See, now this is a moment in a match where you can shut things down and try and clamp down and just get through it.
Is there
27 minutes, UA?
Is there a more soul-crushing experience than going into the box and having to see Chiellini and Bonucci as a striker? There's no more soul-crushing experience.
What did I say a while ago? Is it Chiellini is absolutely soul-crushing because you look at the guy's face. He's got nothing to lose. Like this guy'll...
Yeah. And then Bonucci's standing right behind him. You're like, I have no hope of getting this ball anywhere near anything.
Busted his nose more times than some players get attempts in their professional career. So it's like, he's got nothing to lose. He doesn't care.
Yeah, you don't get a nose like this playing the piano, buddy. That's
Yeah.
I feel his pain. Yeah, so we have 5 minutes left here. Looks like they're making some attacking changes.
There's another great one for Jet. You don't get a nose like this playing the piano right now. Let's go. Let's go. 85 minutes. Venezia switching up with Okereke, Ullman. If you don't know who they are, that's perfectly fine.
We're not gonna. We're with you on that one. We are with you. Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Out for Juventus. Throw Juventus trying to just easily kill this one down. No rush from Sandro to do anything in his life, let alone take this throw in.
The one time we need him to not do anything is right now. Look, it works out perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. B1897. Great seeing him on today on this live. You don't get him on enough. Awesome seeing you in here. Definitely talking about Miretti, just saying he was great. His crosses were crucial for the 2 goals. He was
I would have left him out there.
You would have left him out? Yeah, I don't think there was a need to change him. Would have been it's that nice compliment and that nice boost to let the guy finish it, right?
Yep.
My God, this Dane Cams thing keeps coming out. You're blocked, buddy. It's done. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, man.
Yeah.
We don't have time for that.
Ain't nobody looking for a date at 8 a.m. It's over.
Well, I could throw a couple.
Jat, anyone putting a late bet on a Bonucci hat trick? Ain't happening, man. We're in shutdown mode.
Whoa. What's going on here? Oh,
nothing there. Henry's all over. Chiellini's back. Max ain't happy. The one thing still, turnovers for Juve made things very painful for us to, sustain pressure and take it to them. But we weren't really on the throttle for most of this.
No.
So that adds to it. And then again, sloppiness, a lot of giveaways. But for the most part, it's really just comes down to getting the 3 points. You absolutely had to get 3 points in this game if you're Juventus. Cross going back post, chested backwards by Danilo, and Szczesny comes out to get it. Yeah, at this point, you just gotta get 3 points. Absolutely have to get 3 points. So that was the biggest thing here.
It doesn't matter.
Slowly coming up, Delict inside to Dybala. Dybala over to Zakaria, back to Dybala. He's scanning. Knocks it off the Venezia player. Looks like it was going to go out for throw-in, but manages to stay in off the bounce. Oh, Keane gets crossed up there, trying to apply a little pressure. And Venezia has an outlet to move up the right side of the pitch. However, Juventus regains their positioning very, very quickly. And now Venezia just with it at the back with the center back. Back over to the right there. And a poor pass from Venezia cut out by Artur over to Keane. And Keane now turns his man. He's off to the races. Slowing things down now. Just remaining with Danilo, knocking it back and forth. They're just killing time. They just want to see this thing out. They're not going to even go for another. Just want to see this thing out. There's Delict trying to direct some traffic inside. One back by Venezia. And Juve wins it back. And now Keane over out to Dybala. Dybala inside. Artur to Rabiot. And Rabiot just circles with it. And that's it. We're just in kill the clock time, baby. See this one out. Dybala over to Artur. Artur eats a foul there. And there you have it. Bonucci waiting for advantage to disappear. And then we'll just take the ball, set it up there. As we're 5 seconds away from 90-minute mark, get a little bit of extra time, see this one out. And then we'll tackle a little bit of the post-game chat. And, of course, get you all ready for the podcast, which will be tomorrow morning, and then we'll really break in and dive into all of this and get into everything in the aftermath. Look at Chiellini trying to turn, guys. What a guy.
I'm not even sure why that foul was against him.
And Venezia pumping this thing up. We got 3 minutes
good.
of
Kick
added
it.
time, okay? We're half a minute through that already, as it's 90 minutes, 35 seconds.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of stoppage of play this half, so
No.
3 minutes seems about right. Other than 2 goals.
So let's see what we got here. Who do you think would win a 100-meter sprint, Sandro or Allegri? My money's on Allegri.
Oh, come on.
Telling you.
Of course it's on Allegri.
Ali, I feel Max, though the attacking beautiful ball just wasn't bringing results.
But this is a result. It's a 2-1 win.
Yeah.
He still gets
Miretti,
results.
For me, earns a starter position just because of dead ball deliveries. We have been saying it's been pretty poor. So handled there by Szczesny on the cross in. We're at 91 minutes, 30 seconds. I think, again, this is the first test for the youngster. It went well. Now it's on to a bit more of this first test, which would be similar weight of opponents. However, that changes if based on other results we seal the Champions League spot. You could see him against, what are our next tougher opponents? Like Lazio is coming up in a few matches,
Yeah, so we go Genoa on Friday, and
But
then
make no
Inter.
mistake, based on what we've seen here today in the Coppa Italia final, you're not all of a sudden going to throw Moretti in there. I don't think so. So I think that's just there's steps that need to be taken to get to that point, right? But
yeah, so it's Genoa, then in Coppa Italia, and then Lazio, then Fiorentina.
And then Lazio, and then the last one will be Fiorentina. So here comes Dybala again over to the corner, and we are just going to kill it. Dybala in possession. He ain't losing that thing. And there you go. 92 minutes, 40 seconds. We're 26 seconds away from the final whistle. And then we're going to get into some stats. We'll get into some ratings. And then we'll get on your thoughts, everybody. Quick reminder, like the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. What are you waiting for? All subscribers automatically entered to win this thing. Let's go. Good luck to all of you. The sponsor, stripedheartsbarrel.com. Don't forget about them. Check out the site. Look at these bad boys. Who the hell doesn't want one of these? I can't make up my mind on the Del Piero or Baggio or even Buffon. Vialli, though. I love Vialli. Yeah, I got to figure it out. I got to figure that out. Game.
There we go. 3 whistles.
2-1. 3 whistles are in. It's 2-1. Juventus victory. We had a lot of positive predictions with some healthy scores. We all called multiple goals. 2-1 ended up being the winning score line. Kind of a bit of a split. I'm going to have to really count these up. It's very, very tight because nobody got the final score correct. We had 2 right at halftime. Yeah, it's going to come down to those tiebreakers. So we'll have to tally that up, and the winner will be decided tomorrow on the post-match podcast. So between, Anish and Sweaty there, good luck. Talk to you tomorrow and see if you won it. Okay, now let's get into the finals on this one. 2-1 Juventus. You have a match where, again, the way it started, it looked like it was going to be a beatdown. Didn't play out that way. The possession split by the end of this game, 50%. So 50% to both. 17 attempts for Juventus, 4 on target. 9 attempts for Venezia, 3 on target. So there's the stat line as far as that goes. We're going to get into your player ratings. I'm going to hit you guys with SofaScore and just let you know what the player ratings are. We're going to get your thoughts, all your choices on the man of the match for this one, as we see Moretti coming out for the handshakes, and Kid put in a good performance. A very, very good performance. Now let's get to the ratings. So you have The highest rated player, obviously the man with the 2 goals, Bonucci. Szczesny comes in at 6.7. To be honest, not a lot of work, but he had one really good save to make, and he made it.
I'd say
7.2 for Danilo, 7.7 for Delict, 6.7 for Bernardeschi, 6 for Zaccaria, 7.5 for Moretti, 7.5 for Rabiot, Pellegrini, 7, 6.6 and 6.8 for Vlahovic and Morata. So in this one, man of the match has to be Bonucci getting the 2 goals. You really can't go otherwise, really. Ant, you agree?
Yeah, I don't think it's even close. I would say if you want to give the second assist, second man of the match, as they like to say, Rabiot put in a good shift today, but I think a good shout out is for Moretti, as Alex P says here, involved in all 3 goals. The kid played well today. It was against Venezia.
And that's just it, right?
I think he's earned the right to show himself more after that game.
Exactly. That's just it. He has now shown us that he's deserving of more of these tests. I get it. It was a last place team, whatnot. He did very, very well. The dead balls, that was a great point that was being brought up. His deliveries, they were fantastic. They led to both the goals. So he's very, very good. Were there a couple errors? Yeah, we spotted a couple at live time there, that there was a couple issues where he was jumping in on plays too soon and got bit, and teams were countering us again. This is something that you learn, and this is why you have to get these opportunities so that you can continue to develop and grow. He's done very, very well in this showing. He's definitely warranted more minutes, 100%. So great stuff from Moretti. In terms of the team overall, it's a good result. It's the result we needed. We had to get a win in this one, but it still highlights the same frustrations that have circulated around Juventus all season long. You feel the same?
Yeah, just I'll say it again, stuck in second gear, got in the third gear to score a goal, but really, this game shouldn't have even been close. Like, this opponent was not good, but you let them in it with a goal, very nice goal, and you had to kind of claw your way back. You had to get 2 goals from your center back. Like, what are we doing here? Our strikers were underwhelming today, both Morata and Vlahovic. You can't have them both not playing well, right? You need one of them firing. I don't know. I can see why people get frustrated. I won't let it ruin my day, because mainly we got the win. It's 3 points. It's essentially seals 4th place, because now the magic number is down to 2 between us and Rome. So any points gained or lost over the next 3 weeks between the two, I fully expect Rome to drop points today to Bologna anyway. So
there you go. So there's a good chance that happened. This might seal the deal. And with Moretti's performance, again, I say
put him out there.
Not only Moretti, Sule if you want, Aki, like these guys, if you've got it sealed, you go. The next big step would be taking that Coppa Italia, beating a team that's ahead of you, and not only that, but preventing Inter at all costs from getting a domestic treble. Like, it has to be high up. We got to stop that. There's no way I can stand to see that. Anish, the prediction is going to come down to the tiebreakers tomorrow, live on the post-match podcast, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Okay, because I'm not getting up at this time again. So let's go. Let's get some thoughts here. Moretti's positives were positioning, passing, set pieces. Negative on a few occasions. He showed he isn't very quick in attacking and defensive transitions.
He's young.
Fair assessment. Fair assessment. Let's get back into this game and everything, because I see a comment. Where was it here? So we play horrible against a bottom team. This team needs a change. We have no identity. So in terms of this, are we seeing this? Like, it's hard to pinpoint just where all of this comes from. You know what I mean? Because there's moments and there's opportunities in these games. Is it players? Is it what's being coached to them? Is it an identity thing? Like, I pointed it out because it drove me crazy in the middle of this match. When Morata got the ball out wide, he ripped it towards goal. It got cleared out. We almost got to the rebound. It got cleared out. The ball ends up at Moretti's feet. He quickly switches it over to the left side. Pellegrini and Bernardeschi are basically against one fullback out there. And Pellegrini decides to go back to De Ligt. How on earth and why on earth do we not decide to sustain the pressure, continue to go at them, use that space? Like, you've already got them scrambling and you already have them press back. Why go backwards and allow them to then take shape and move back and regain that much field? Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact of the matter is, we just are not this team that smells blood, that can just step on throats, stomp on the throttle when you need to. What it comes down to, whether it's the identity, whether it's being coached, whether it's the players, this team has to find ways to go through the gears. I have been on this for 3 weeks now. This team has one gear and that's it. And
it's been like this for 3 years though. Like under Sarri, under Pirlo, it was the same. Under Allegri, it was the same thing. Like, there's just that thing was missing. Last year was Max because you had Ronaldo bagging, a couple goals a game. But it was still there, right? It's still an issue. It's something that I hope Allegri can fix, after the summer market, and we'll see what can happen next year. A lot of naysayers, they have this fodder in their pen here to say, look, we haven't improved under Allegri. He's gotten better players, but then you can say, well, we've had a lot of injuries. So has he had a consistent lineup? I'm not sure. I hope we can fix it. It's concerning when you can't stop a team like Venezia that absolutely stinks, like 3-4-0. You let them in the game, like the amount of 50-50 on possession. That's a problem. But we've been seeing, like you said, we've been seeing for 3 weeks. It's been the same thing.
I look at this team, and I mean, if we go back to how we've kind of assessed them over the past few months and even the season overall, we've had lineups, because people are going to be hard on Max and stuff like that. But we've seen lineups we can detect the second we see that lineup where certain obstacles are that we're going to run into on the pitch. It's no different. So to me, if we're going to assess this and say, why are we not stepping on throats? Why are we not going through the throttle? Like, for me, a lot of it comes down to these guys, their confidence level and where they're at. There's certain players. And again, when we pick these two you've got Luca Pellegrini and you've got Bernardeschi. I was a bit shocked in Pellegrini because I thought he has the attitude that would want to go at the opponent, go get at. So I was shocked to see him turn. The ball at Bernardeschi's feet, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he turned and just kind of calmly went back and whatnot. It comes down to the players too, for a lot of it. These guys, you've got to have the guys with the right mentality, the confidence in their abilities that they're going to step in there. Hey, I'm going to do this. I'm going to drive this. What did we see in the first half? And what have we seen over some of the last few games? We've seen De Ligt just almost say, screw this, and jump in on a 50-50 and just start dribbling. Yeah. And for the love of God, the guy gets to the last line of D before, unfortunately, falls apart for him. But like, that's the mentality you need out of the guys with the skill set to get it done. So, like, for me, the players need to step up and we need to raise the quality on the roster big time. So it all goes back to the same thing. How everybody feels about Max, everybody feels about this team and everything. We need strong summer mercado, and we need to get some players. We need to balance out this pitch and what we see and be able to attack teams from all angles. And I think then we can truly, truly gauge Max and his work and whatnot. From season to season, a lot has changed, even in terms of personnel, because nobody can make you can, as much as you try to and as much as you want to, losing a guy that bags 30 goals is losing a guy that bags 30 goals. Let's see what happens in the summer, and then let's make the comparison, not to last season, Pirlo to Max, but let's make the comparison from Max to Max. Okay, so let's do that one. But This one, guys and gals, you just needed the win. We got it. Enjoy your Sunday. However the win came, thank God it came.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Closing thoughts, Ant?
No, it's going to be an interesting show tomorrow. So we'll be here 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 5:30 a.m. Pacific. Don't forget to support the sponsor, Stripes Hearts Apparel. The They Stink gear.
Yeah.
Oh, the new gear too. Yeah, the new gear looks pretty good.
They Stink tee's classic. That's a classic tee. Don't ask me how Ant, out of all guys, gets his own tee before any other team members. But
I got myself on it. But we'll be here tomorrow to break it all down again. So again, Al waking up at 3 a.m. to cover this one, the espresso match, as they say on the West Coast. That's tough.
Yeah. The espresso ones have gone very, very bad. I was getting nervous there for a while. I think back to one of the last ones I did, and it was the 1-1 draw against Lazio, which was just brutal. And
that was with Lou.
The podcast immediately after. Lou and myself put ourselves through hell that day, but we got.
I'm 2 for 2. I'm with you. I'm 2 for 2 on the espresso matches. So
yeah. So there you go, 2 for 2 on the espresso matches. I love it, chat. Always the pleasure. It's a pleasure doing it. I love doing this. I was happy to see so many joining live and whatnot. I like to think we add a little bit, some humor and some comic relief, as opposed to watching some of the commentators out there, I think, that are pretty rough. Have a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun. It's always a pleasure. I thank all of you for joining it and making it what it is, and making the channel really what it is. So thank you to all of you. Alex, no, you guys are the GOATs for sure. You guys are the GOATs. Babatanda, I woke up at 3 a.m. too. There you go. That's what espresso's for, my friend. That's what espresso's for. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your weekend, okay? Enjoy your Sundays. We're going to be back tomorrow morning. We're going to have a lot of fun breaking this thing down, talking about all the storylines and everything around it. But for now, the only thing that matters, 3 points for Juventus, okay? 3 points for Juventus. Don't ask how until tomorrow when we break it all down. Ciao tutti, as always, fino alla fina, Forza Juventus. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe, okay? And good luck to everybody in the Vlahovic kit giveaway. Ciao tutti.